Diary of a Flood. It's Friday night, June 6th, about 7:30 p.m. I was fixing to leave work when dark clouds began to form. So I go home and turn on the TV to discover that much of the state is under a severe thunderstorm warning and tornado watch. 9:05 p.m. This was the view from my apartment window. At 9:10, the tornado sirens in Martinsville began to go off. Lucky for us, the tornado never came, but this is pretty much what it did for the rest of the night. It stormed, it thundered, it rained, and then it rained some more. The next morning, I wake up and get dressed for work, and I start to leave when the manager of my apartment stops me to let me know that all of Martinsville's been flooded in. Nobody can get out on 37 and 67. Both have been closed. A few hours after that, all the power went out. So when I drove around, and this is what I saw.
We have the shelters open for people to go to. They are still doing rescues, getting people out of homes. Once again, we keep repeating it. If it's an emergency, they'll get to you right away. If it's not, you just got water coming in, it may be just a little bit of time before they get to you.
Keith, we also have a report that they're having some phone problems at the Morgan County Jail, and the 911 calls are reportedly being sent over through the Martinsville Dispatch Center.
That's a distinct possibility. We are without power out here.
This is Ohio Street, over by the Kroger parking lot.
Right now, this part of Martinsville is being evacuated. Not only are they hit with high water, there's no electricity either. We got candles. That's all we can do. As police advise people to leave flooded homes, they can get those shelters and try to stay out of the areas. They hope to allow them back in when it's safe to do so.
I don't know what it is about high water. It just seems like people are compelled to drive towards it. I mean, I don't think that's what happened to all the cars in this parking lot. I think in some instances the water just rushed up on them too fast. But this blue truck, take this blue truck for instance, I watched him enter the water even though clearly it was too tall. He enters the water thinking he can plow right through it, and of course he gets stalled, and then the white truck behind him sees what happens and decides to turn around. At least he wised up. But why were they both trying to enter that deep water in the first place? I just don't get it.
You're live on WCBK.
Hello, Scott.
Hi, Keith.
Hey, I want to know, does Kern Science have flood insurance?
Well, yeah, it's a little wet out there, isn't it? Yeah.
One of the places hardest hit tonight is Martinsville, where cars and streets, almost entire homes are underwater. Skycam 6 saw dozens of people being rescued from a mobile home park this afternoon. You can see the boats going from home to home. Nearby apartment buildings also had to be evacuated this way. Some people chose to simply walk or swim to higher ground.
This is the White River over by 39 Bypass Road. The apartments next to the animal shelter and Arby's.
Flooded out of their homes don't have flood coverage, and about a dozen Morgan County roads remain closed or restricted. County officials are working on an action plan.
It's catastrophic in my opinion. I've never experienced anything of this nature, but we're dealing with it the best we can.
Chaos, really. I mean, it really is. I don't know what to think about it. It's just Mother Nature, I guess.
It's coming up from the creek behind my house, raising up. This morning it was fine. Now it's back flushing in and starting to come up behind my neighbor's yard, so we're trying to sandbag them both and get them taken care of.
After walking for most of the afternoon in murky water and seeing the devastation firsthand, I was worn out, both mentally and physically. As the sun began to set, I came across this flower stand on the Kmart parking lot, and as I gazed upon the blooms that had survived the flood, I realized the best part of a storm is being able to appreciate the calm that follows. The destruction gives you a point of reference as you rediscover the beauty that was always there.